Hey everyone, it's Jason from EskimoTV.net, and today I'm going to be unboxing 1989 Taylor's version, all four colored variants in addition to the original 1989 album. I have all four colored variants here. This is going to be the sky blue, rose garden pink, the aquamarine green, as well as the Sunrise Boulevard edition. I also have the cassette that indie record stores got. This is a blue and pink cassette. There is one more cassette that's on her web store that is green and yellow. That matches these records. And in addition to all of that, just for funsies, I have the original unopened 1989 album so we can compare the artwork and the look of this to these new records. I just want to show off this button that a coworker of mine made. It's the 1989 Jason's version on a button. That was pretty cool. They did that on a button maker. Thought I'd show that off since I'm opening these records. October 26th, that is when these records were supposed to ship, yet they did not ship until days later, and I did not get this till today, November the 11th. So it's been about 2 weeks since the album released, and I'll be honest, the marketing for this was that these were supposed to be super limited records, but then they kept bringing them back. So I'm going to talk more about that as we get into this. I'm going to go ahead and start off with all four of the colored records, dive into the cassette, and then I'll save that stolen version of 1989 for the very end. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the shrink wrap. And I usually like to save this sticker. I'll just probably try to get that off later. And what I usually do with the stickers is find a good spot on the sleeves that hold the disc and try to save them that way. So the stickers that are going to be on here are going to be the barcode made in France, as well as the sticker that advertises which variant this is. So as you see, that is the Crystal Skies Blue Edition, Collect All Four Special Edition, 2 LPs on Crystal Sky Blue Vinyl. That's what's in here, which contains 5 previously unreleased songs from the vault. And I showed you all this has the 4 different colored variants. In addition to, I also have the Target exclusive. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier, but that is also. So we have 6 records here. The 4 colors, the Target exclusive, as well as the stolen version and the cassette. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is what this looks like without the shrink wrap. You can go ahead and take a look at the track list up there at the top. A little sad that mine came dented, especially considering I waited 2 weeks for this. I did have to message Taylor's store to be like, hey, I haven't got updates on my shipping. And at one point they said there was a problem with my shipping, that I could choose to have my money refunded or to go through with like another order essentially. One moment, let me fix my microphone. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have here the inside. This is a very nice Polaroid style inside. Love the photos in this. They all look very, very nice. Very fitting for the 1989 era. Opening up disc 1, that's what's in here. You're going to have a prologue, which if you want to read it, I'm sure it's somewhere on the web, but you can, if you want to read it, you can pause. I'm not going to keep it up here for too long. So you have a little letter there that's a prologue. You also have the lyrics to all of the songs. And then inside, take a look at the first disc of the video. This is a really pretty sky blue color. I really like it. So that's going to be side A. And then over here on the back, you have side B. Moving right along, we'll go ahead and put this back. And we'll look at the second disc. I'm curious on other people's experiences getting these records. Did you have to wait 2 weeks for these records to arrive? I'll be honest, I'm going to show you all the front and back here, but I'm also going to complain a little bit. You have here this side that has the sand. That's really nice, by the way, this photo with her in the distance. The composition is beautiful. And then over here, you have her having a fun time at the beach. Now we'll go ahead and look at the disc. But what I was going to say is that these were first advertised as super limited editions. You can only get them for 48 hours. And then they were advertised as, they were brought back and they were like, you can only get them again for a certain amount of time. And they kept doing that. And the record stores kept saying that we have a surprise. And the surprise ended up being, oh, we have all these colored records too, other than the yellow one. That is what I think is, at this point, the truly limited one, which I'm happy that I got the yellow one in this set because I haven't seen any public stores have that, just her web store. But I would be sad if I had got the green or the yellow, just one of them, just to find out that a local record store has it. And why would they want the record stores to keep it a secret? Well, it's because if it's not truly limited, if it's going to be everywhere, you can just go buy this down the street on release day. Like, I just got this today. I could have got this 2 weeks ago if I didn't order it from her store. And originally, I haven't even said this. I'm sorry, y'all. This is going to be a little bit of a complaint video. I'm not trying to be negative, but I just really did not like the way that the release was advertised. It was advertised as 4 super limited edition versions, and that were only going to be available for 48 hours. And they brought it back multiple times, and they did each one individually. So I originally ordered these 4 separate times and had to pay shipping. I think shipping's like $8, $9, $10. Here is the sticker of the Rose Garden Pink edition. Looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. And then they bring all 4 back after a lot of people, myself included, paid shipping 4 times. Like, let's just say it was $8. I honestly can't remember. But 8 times 4, 8, 16, 24, that's $32 that you pay in shipping, whereas you would only be paying, you'd just be paying significantly less. This is a really nice pink, by the way. You would be paying less if you were able to order them as one whole set. So whenever she released these as one whole set, I canceled all 4 of the original orders and bought these as a set. Now you might be thinking, well, maybe that's why you didn't get your set until today, November the 11th, but I actually am friends with people that did not cancel their 4 original separate orders, and some of them are also barely just getting these records today. I think someone said that they got their last record 2 days ago, so not much of a substantial difference. But yeah, these were advertised as limited editions, and they were on sale 4 separate times. Then they were all brought back as one whole set. I am very happy that they did allow us to cancel our original orders to save on the shipping. But then, the fact that they're limited editions, but then they're available at all at indie record stores, That's great. I want to support record stores, but why are you going to have them keep it a secret unless you just don't want us to cancel from your store? I don't know. I just feel like the word limited was misleading. Was anyone else upset with the way the advertising was handled? I hope I'm not being too nitpicky. I love Miss Taylor Swift. I love this album. I want to support her, but it was upsetting that these were advertised as limited, brought back multiple times. I get that they need to make their quota. They need to do what they can to get people to buy. But it just seems, for me, a little bit misleading to say these are so limited, and then on release day, they're at like all my favorite local record shops, including the cassette. And I wanted the pink and yellow cassette also, just because, in case you didn't like connect the dots here. This is a blue and pink, which we've already unboxed. The other cassette is yellow and green, so if you have like both cassettes, all 4 of those colors match the 4 records. But and I did order the cassettes, but the when I canceled my orders on the individual one, the cassette was in there, and then when I reordered all 4 as a set, I totally forgot to put the green and yellow cassette. So that is the only thing that's missing from this 1989 collection, is the green and yellow cassette, in addition to the Record Store Day 1989 pink pressing that's like $2,000 on Discogs, which is crazy. So anyway, I'm a little sad here about this dent, but hey, I guess, things can't come perfectly. But here we have a nice little picture of Miss Taylor eating an ice cream with the tracks there at the top. And all 4 of these, by the way, spell out 1989. So I'll put all 4 of them together. But if you hadn't caught on, like here's a 9 here. The first one has like a 1. So that's really cool if you're going to display them. I really was debating on if I should get all 4, because they did the same marketing similar to how Midnight's was done, except Midnight's, they never released them individually, which I don't think they should do that, because people that are collectors are going to get upset about having to pay for shipping multiple times if they're offered as a set later on. That should have never happened. Here we're going to move on to the green one. These are really nice colors, by the way. I know I sound super negative, but I am really digging these sets. Sort of using my platform to show off these records, but also rattle some noise, see if there's anyone that relates to my buying experience with these. So those are both side A and B for disc 1. I'm not going to show you all the covers here. I believe, are these the same? I'm not paying attention. I think these are the same inside. Yeah, these should be the same inside designs as the other ones. So, yeah, Midnight's was handled similarly, but they were all offered always as a set at the same time. And Midnight's is advertised as super limited editions, and I've gone to Target, and Midnight's, like those versions that were in her web store that were only available for 72 hours are on the shelf. I saw one on clearance the other day for like $11. Here's going to be side A and B of disc 2. But I'm not really mad about the Midnight's records, because I was lucky enough to get a signed photo insert. And so that's, I know, not something you can get at Target. That truly is super, super limited. Like I did not complain about buying them from her record store, even though Target is really nice. I like buying records from there just because they have them on release day. And with my red card, if you don't have a Target red card, it's super awesome. You get 5% off of every single purchase. And so I like to buy my records from there when I can. Or a local record store is also really nice too. I have a lot of good local record stores. Moving on to the fourth record here, we have the Sunrise Boulevard Yellow Edition. This is, once again, I think, truly the super, super limited one because the record stores do not have this one. I did hear someone say that their record store advertised that they had some, so I'm not sure. Maybe some were sent later after the fact, or if someone was just trying to get clicks and people talking. But has anyone else seen the yellow version, maybe at their record store? I'm actually kind of curious to know. I do not think this one has been sent to stores. I do have a feeling, though, that it's because these were on her site multiple times. I don't know why. I have a feeling there's a stack of these somewhere, and maybe at some point they're going to release more, and people that felt like, you know, this is a really limited edition are going to run after it. But I could be wrong. And I am wrong, by the way, about these inserts. These pictures are different. So I've been so focused on what I'm saying, but now that I kind of took mental note of what the aquamarine one looked like, as you go through the video, take note of the insert. That is really awesome that they did a different design here for each one. Really awesome, because it would have been really easy but lazier, I should say, to simply just use the same sleeve. These are different, which is cool. Okay, here, really nice baby yellow. I love it. This looks stunning in person, more so. I'm going to try to focus there. There you go. And then on the back, you have side B. All right, going to go ahead and put that away. We'll look at the fourth disc. But I do love this album. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to more positivity now. Thank you all for being here for my vent session. Originally, I was just gonna get one record since there was no hand-signed photos, and I called it from the beginning. I told people, like, I don't think they're really limited if it's the way they handled Midnights. This is gonna be at Target. And I was wrong about them all being at Target, but they are at the record store, so they were publicly made available. I was sort of right about that. But I really do like this set. And the reason why I did decide to order all four of them, I love to display stuff. And the back spells out 1989 like I showed you. And they actually released a film strip display that I did purchase. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can like search it up on her web store. You know, I'll bet it if she still has that up. I'm pretty sure it's still in stock last time I checked. But I'm excited to put all four of these on a wall. And so if you're curious what they'll look like, since I've opened the four colors, I'm gonna kind of zoom out here and try to show you what it'll look like. So we have a 9 here, an 8 here, and then you have a 9 here. So can't fit this on. I'm going to zoom out like a lot, and you'll have a 1 here. So that film strip display is supposed to ship in the middle of November. That was honestly the reasoning for I'm just going to go ahead and order them, even if I don't think it's truly limited. I do think this display is nice, and despite the fact that it's not limited, even though I wish they were kind of, upfront about that, I'm happy with this purchase. As negative as it sounded about the shipping and it getting here late, and these saying they were going to be limited, but then they were made available everywhere, I think this looks really nice, and I'm happy to put it on a wall. I think Taylor's amazing, has awesome music, and I think this is going to look really nice once it's put together. So that will be shipping in mid-November. So I'll have these 4 records on a wall, and then this is the one I'm going to have in my shelf. This is going to be the one that I spin. So I'm really excited to go ahead and get into it. Yeah. So let me go ahead and slice through here. Then after this one, we have the cassette, then the original stolen version that I've had forever that I've just never unboxed. I really just got it because thought it'd be cool to have at a point in time, and then it sat in my record shelf, not spinning. Here is the front. This is going to be similar to the Crystal Sky Blue. And same inside here. Here is a tangerine vinyl. It's most similar to the yellow one, but it is different enough. This looks a little more tangerine-like in person. On video, I'm looking at my camera right now. It does look a little more yellowy, I feel like, than it does in real person. So I'm gonna try to like move it around here so you can see the different lighting conditions. But there is 1989. This is actually side B. So I'll go ahead and turn it over and we'll take a look at side A. Put this back. I did get that Tangerine record on October the 26th, and I did want to do an unboxing video, but I'm a completionist, so I figured I would do it once all of them were here to showcase all of them. I feel like I'm going to get negative feedback on me complaining about their shipping, but hopefully some people can relate and I'm not just a grump. Here is the inside. I'm pretty sure this is going to be similar to the Crystal Skies Blue. I really do think this album is good. It sounds really good. I love the production of the newly recorded version. There's aspects I appreciate about both versions. And I do like the new Volt tracks. They're all really great. I think New Romantics is such a good song. I don't want to say the best song on this album just because it always switches up, but I'll say this. Right now, New Romantics is my favorite song on this album. I have been spinning it non-stop. I think I would have been less upset about these if they released them and just said 3 more versions coming soon. Or they just released all 4 of them at once. They had to have had all 4 of them, so that way people wouldn't have had to have paid for shipping over and over. And if from the get-go they said these will be available at local stores, it's not like they did not know. But again, there's the money side to look at things. I know it's going to get people to buy if you say this is limited edition. What do y'all think? Do you think it's fair for them to use this verbiage to get more sales, or do you think they should be more so transparent with the fan base? I kind of lean towards the latter. Classic cover here. I like this one more. It has her smiling, and that's awesome. But this is what truly made me a Swiftie. I like some singles from her first 2 albums. Red really made me raise an eyebrow and thought, wow, she has potential to become like maybe like one of my top favorite artists. But then this album changed the game. This is where I was like, okay, she's not going anywhere. She has some true talent. So here is the inside of the quote unquote stolen version of 1989, the original album. Here's the inside artwork. If you would like to pause and take a look, you most certainly can. This is going to be a long video. I'm tracking it 24 minutes right now. No pretty special colors in here. This is just the original one. No pretty insert. Big Machine Records would just be plain like this. So here is side B of the original record. By the way, I lied earlier. I said I was going to open the cassette, then do the stolen version, but here I am doing that. This is very dirty. It has like specks of white on it. I'm going to have to clean it if, when I decide to spin this, I'll have to clean it. So that is the first disc. This inside's really nice. This has stood the test of time. It doesn't look outdated. Looks really cool. I love the Polaroid look to it all. Here is going to be the second disc. You have side A, and then second disc, side B. And that is every single version of 1989 on vinyl, other than the $2,000 on eBay pink RSD original. That is a gold. That was a golden jewel in search of that I had for the longest time. But now that we have these and they're nice colors, I think I'm good not paying $2,000 for a record store day exclusive. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and move on to the cassette now. That'll be our final thing that we look at before I get to tell you all good day. It's been a pleasure. Let me get my microphone. Hopefully y'all been able to hear me. I just noticed it kind of fell. Okay. Here we are, 1989 Taylor's version on cassette. I got this from Cactus Music for $29.98. I believe this is like $20 on her web store, but when you pay for shipping, it comes out to that basically. So pretty much the same price. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and open this up. Here we have side A, and I do like these colors. I will say the green and yellow is a little more unique. I have the Folklore cassette. It's this exact blue. If I had to have one, probably would be that one, but I got this one just because it was readily available at my record store. I had forgot to reorder that green and yellow cassette after canceling my original set of orders. This is really nice, this full-length photo here. It's really nice. Here's a full-length little mini poster you get almost inside the 1989 Taylor's version cassette. Really cool. Then on this side here, you're going to get basically what's on the insert of the vinyl record. Let me focus there. And then you have the cover. So, really cool cassette. I do have a cassette player downstairs in my kitchen. I like to just throw a random cassette in there and enjoy physical music. And I like to touch the artwork. It's one of the things that got me into this. So, as much as I've complained this video, thank you for hearing me out. Hopefully some of y'all can relate to that. I think this is a really nice set of records. This is really nice, unique colors. This is a great record, one of the greatest pop records of all time. And if I had to get one, I would go with the Tangerine colored record, only because this one is going to have the extra track. So the Target record is the only one that has Sweeter Than Fiction on it. It's an extra bonus track. And so actually, I mixed them up. Here is the sleeve for Sweeter Than Fiction for the version. This is the Target version. That one has Sweeter Than Fiction. So that's the one I would get if I was going to get one. It's the only one that has that track. All the other four are the same. That's functionality wise why I would get that one. The one that I think is the prettiest color, ooh, I don't know, that's hard. The pink's nice, the blue, I would say they're all equally nice. I'd be happy, like, just if I was going for aesthetic, if I had any of them. I would probably say the second one I would want the most is the yellow one, just because that one does seem a little more limited, a little more exclusive. Since it wasn't given to record stores, you had to get it off her store. But Tangerine record, Sweeter Than Fiction, Yellow record, it's limited. All the other colors, though, there's really not a bad pick. This is a wonderful album. So I'm here about to hit the 30-minute mark. I hope you all enjoyed my unboxing video of 1989 Taylor's version, 1989 the original album, as well as 1989 Taylor's version on cassette. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. That'll help rank this video higher in the search results. Let me know what you think of these pressings. Have you picked one up already? Are you thinking of getting another one? Or maybe you're considering getting 4, getting the display shelf. I would love to know where you are at with this release, if this is something that you plan on getting. And if you want to see more videos like this in your feed, I always post unboxing videos of home entertainment, vinyl records, TV shows, movies. I do reviews of lots of different types of entertainment. Would love to see you all back on my channel. And if you want to check out my website, that's another thing you can do too. That's EskimoTV.net. That'll have reviews from myself as well as other authors. Until next time, y'all, my name is Jason Escamilla from EskimoTV.net.